Hey guys, Constance here from Cosmopolitan Cornbread. So, it has been a busy couple of weeks. As many of you know, I was contacted in regards to adopting some animals, and this was not really part of the plan. I had a hard time saying no, and so I didn't. And on Friday, the same day that the last video went up, I've actually filmed in between then and now. I completely forgot to film that or edit that video and upload it, so I'm just kind of starting fresh. On Friday, I loaded up my new livestock trailer and I headed over to the family's home where these animals were, and the animals were 3 more goats and a donkey. She is a Sicilian or Mediterranean miniature donkey, and her name is Sophie. And so I was a little bit nervous because I've hauled trailers before, but I've never hauled a trailer with something alive in it. And so I was a little nervous. I was super careful. I'm sure I made some people behind me extremely upset because I was driving very slow and I didn't really care what they thought. And so made the way back here and unloaded the animals, and we are smitten. We are smitten. So we have 3 new goats. One of them is a senior goat, and I believe a Nigerian dwarf or part Nigerian dwarf named Maggie. And then there is a black goat, which to me looks like a pygmy goat. She just seems to have the characteristics of one. And her name is Athena, but I'm probably going to call her Addie for short. And then the 3rd goat is a brown goat, and she is a mystery. She is super skittish, super fast, can jump like crazy, but there's just something about her, the way she holds her head. She reminds me of a deer. I mean, she's clearly a goat, but there's kind of some deer qualities in her. And her fur, actually around her neck and her shoulders, it's curly, which was unusual. I mean, she kind of reminds me of a mountain goat, but her name is Nancy. So she has been very skittish, but 2 days ago she took treats out of my hand, so she is coming around. And then there is Sophie. Now, I have to tell you that this did not go, it didn't go ultra smoothly. We got her here, we got the goats here, and to begin with, we had them all in the large fenced area with the new barn that we just built just for them, which I had dubbed the donkey barn. Well, we put the goats and Sophie in that area together, and they'd been together in the past. They're coming from the same place, and we thought it would be fine. It was not. That evening, Sophie was very agitated. She's in a strange place. She doesn't know where she is, and she was restless, and she was chasing the goats. She was trying to kick the goats. It was an awful situation, but it was dark, and Nancy, like I said, she could run, she was fast, she could jump. There's no way we would have caught her in that huge fenced area. There's no way, especially in the dark. So that night, I went to bed and I did not get much sleep. I woke up at like 12:30, could not sleep, worried sick that I was going to wake up in the morning to a dead goat. So I got up, came out here. The sun wasn't even up yet. I mean, you could just barely see. And I was looking out here, counting goats. The goats were fine. And so I started doing chores and all of that, and got to thinking, we were going to try and catch the goats and put those goats in with the Nigerians that we've had. But then I thought, our Nigerians are used to us. They're going to follow us easily. Sophie follows us everywhere. Why don't we just put all the goats in the big section and put Sophie in the original goat section? That turned out perfect. We had it done in like 2 minutes. And so what was going to be the donkey barn is now officially the goat barn, and what was the goat barn is now the donkey barn. That whole day, Saturday, Sophie was still extremely agitated. She was running around, she was doing laps around the barn. We were worried sick about her and just trying to think of ways that we could help her be at ease. Now, donkeys, like goats, are herd animals. They don't like to be by themselves. They should have a companion. And for some donkeys, having goat companions is fine. But we were just so concerned. So I started searching for a companion for Sophie. I had searched and searched and searched, and lo and behold, I actually found a few. So at this point, it's which one would be the right one. Well, I actually got in touch with a farm, a miniature donkey farm, and from all of the recommendations and feedback about this particular farm, the guy sounds like he is just the donkey whisperer. And so he will help us get the right companion for Sophie. I don't know how quickly it will happen, but like I said, his reputation, I'm sure he will help us choose the right one. There are some workers out there doing something. But thankfully on Sunday when we woke up, all throughout the day, Sophie was much calmer. She was eating, she was relaxed, she wasn't freaking out like she had been on Saturday and Friday night, and today is even better. So I think she's feeling more at home, and she seems much more content. So we are relieved. So let's go on out and I'll introduce you. Sophie! Sophie! Hi, girl. How you doing? Hi, baby. Oh. Hi, honey. Hi, baby. No. Oh, yep. Oh. So this is Sophie. So she is definitely a character. She loves to get pet. She loves getting her head scratched and her jaw scratched. And she's kind of warming up to getting brushed. You know, she's in a strange location. So it's going to take her a little bit of time to get accustomed to being here. Oh, big sigh. So one of the things that I have learned about donkeys is they like to toss their big head a lot. So you don't ever bend your head over them or they could break your nose. But she is sweet. And she gets very excited in the morning when she sees us out coming to do chores. She'll trot back and forth along the fence line and watch us. And she likes to hang out over there by the goats. They all kind of hang out together. It's kind of neat. So the whole family loves her. Every time I turn around, my son Jack is coming out here and taking pictures of her. So that is Sophie. Now she does often announce when you're walking away though. That's a donkey. Alright, so it is actually a little bit later now and getting close to dark, so I'm gonna go out, and I don't think we've gathered eggs yet today, so I'm gonna go gather eggs, and I've got a pocket full of goat treats. See if I can manage to get them all some treats. Chan's a little bit of a pig. So I'm gonna give the goats some treats, give Sophie a little bit more loving, and call it an evening. So thanks for joining me here again for a introduction to the new animals here on the homestead. So my name is Constance from Cosmopolitan Cornbread, and I'll talk to you all next time.